Tell me a bit about yourself. What do you do?
Currently I'm serving in the army.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you for your service, sir. What made you want to go down the military route?
I guess for me it was just more of a way to get away from home. I guess the situation it was kind of I don't know, it's kind of weird. So it's kind of just more of like a escape. But in the end,
Yeah.
I mean, it's I came here and it is a lot more freeing.
Gotcha. So how was the boot camp experience for you?
It was a long time. I can say that. I guess I don't know. I guess second platoon. I guess the drill sergeants really had a problem with that. I don't know what the beef was with the second platoon, but it was like every day for like 2, 3 hours on end. It was just them coming in there, random things, just like, oh, why is the bay not clean? Oh, well, there you go. Start pushing and everything like that. But in the end, I feel like that experience brought everyone closer together while we were in there too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Just that discipline of boot camp is something I've always kind of envied and stuff. And it's a part of the reason I would have went to the military if I would have. That was the big reason is just the discipline of it. I respect the crap out of that. So what are you doing for money? I know the military pays, but are you doing anything on the side or anything like that?
So currently I'm trying to get my personal trainer certificate.
Oh, awesome.
So, but luckily the army paid for that as well. So I mean, they're kind of paying for me to go to school. So I mean, it's cool. But like money side job wise, I'm kind of just surviving off what the army's giving me at the moment.
Gotcha. So when you get that personal trainer certificate, is there like where are you based right now?
Fort Bliss, Texas.
Oh, gotcha. So would you go personal train at like for the military at like a gym there, or it's like a gym near Fort Bliss?
So there's multiple options. I think the options I would go for is probably with the military. They tend to pay their civilians. Well, that's what we call them. The civilians that are on base, they tend to pay them a little more through I think it's called H2F is like the army's like personal training thing. It's like for people who are hurt, they're more like basically trying to get them back into working out again at their max. It's like basically taking care of the hurt people is what it is. H2F is, and then those people get paid a decent amount. I hear.
So you'd be going over to that and working there? Is that what you're
Most
saying?
likely, it's yeah. I think that'd be the option I would choose because I know once I get out, the army basically before you even enlist, they ask you like three options of a plate, like places you want to work after. So the
Mhm.
army basically is guaranteeing you a job after you get out. But if I do the get my personal trainer cert, it's like there's a program called a CSP. You can get searched through there as well. And basically, like retiring, the army can hire you as a contractor.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good system, I think, because the military already knows you, has your records of you and everything, and then they just move you over to a new area within the military, essentially. That's a good system. So gym wise, are you working out quite a bit and stuff?
Yeah, like through Justin, I believe you said you had talked to him. He's actually
Yeah.
my so at the moment I think I'm more on like a bulking phase. So I mean I'm still going, but it's not as much cardio as I'm kind of glad on that part because I try to
Yeah.
run now, it almost kills me.
Not big on running at all.
I was back in high school. I ran track and everything, but it's like up from where I'm originally from. I'm from upstate New York, so
Mhm.
coming down here, the air is a lot different. It's like way harder to breathe. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I didn't realize that New York it would be easier to breathe. I would think it'd be harder with all the cities and stuff.
Well, I live in a small town. It's called Jamestown. I think we have a population of maybe 10,000. So it's like
Okay.
a little local town, but like mostly what I ran track and like indoor and cross country. So it's like I was a runner, but then I joined basic. I was still a runner. I was running. I think my fastest 2 miles was like an 11:57,
Wow.
and then I came down here after graduating basic in Georgia, and my time dropped to like 13:30, like every 2 mile. And I feel like I can't fight it to get it better. I get close every
Yeah.
time, but it's weird.
I know the thing with running for me is you said you're on a bulk, which trying to bulk or even just trying to put on any muscle at all while running is like damn near impossible. Like I know that's been the struggle for me because I watch Goggins and so I have to run weird, crazy distances, but I also try to bulk and put on muscle, and it's the hardest combination of things to do. So, do you have any questions for me?
Um, I guess the main thing was gonna be just like what got you into doing the podcast and everything like that?
So, I was doing gaming videos back in like 2020, 21, the COVID years. And then my dad came to me with the idea of doing basically dad jokes on social media. And so I was like, okay, let's just try it. And so we had some success with that, and we just kept going with it and ran with it. And now we're at about 1.7, 1.8 million followers across all platforms. So that went good. It got him out of a 9 to 5, got me out of a 9 to 5, making pretty good money. So we take that money and we play around with it and buy props and do different things. And we basically just take a bunch of dad jokes and turn them into skits and stuff. And we pump out a crap ton of those. And so I've always kind of thought that knowledge is a super important thing. And I know the quickest way to get knowledge is through other people. And so I took my following and I used that as kind of my qualifications for being able to talk to people that I shouldn't be able to talk to sometimes because they're above me, they're up. And so I'll take that and I'll say, I have this many followers. I'd like to interview you and talk to you for a podcast. And then I talk to them and I get their knowledge. And I've talked to probably 2 dozen people now, and I've taken little snippets of information from them and applied that to what we do. And it's helped us grow. And seems like it's just a snowball effect. The more people I interview, the more work I do. It's just, we just keep kind of growing and making more money and hitting more accomplishments. So that's why I do it, and that's how I got into it.
Hell yeah.
So what's your plans after the military?
My plan is to get out and possibly try getting my CNA.
What is that?
Like get like it's a certified nursing assistant, like get into like health basically. Because I know growing up, my mom was a CNA, and seeing her do it, and I've kind of always just like liked helping people. So like I was like, if I can help, people in their like, I wouldn't say final moments because not all of them just up and go up to heaven, but if I'm able to help someone who's not really able to help themselves and do it for a good cause, I mean, why not?
Yeah, I respect that a lot. Yeah, I know some nurses that are pretty close to me, and it's a good field to be in, to be helping people like that. And so, yeah, I respect that. Awesome, man. So what does a day in the life look like for you?
Currently, right now, I'm on paternity leave. I just recently had my daughter, so it's
Congrats.
It's 3 months. It's like 3 months of thank you. It's 3 months of basically like leave. I'm basically on a little vacation from the Army. I'm still getting paid, which is still kind of that's a plus. But it's basically 3 months at home and just chilling with the wife and the daughter. So
nice. Good time to bulk.
Yeah, that's why I contacted Justin. I was like, I saw something on his Instagram and he was like, I'm picking 5 guys to. I was like, well, why not try it now?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, he contacted me and we talked basically the same little Zoom call thing. I was on CQ actually. So, and then he was just like, he goes, you know what? I feel like I can work with you. And I was like, okay. From there, sure I am.
Nice. Seeing a lot of success with that then?
Yeah, I'm starting. I've noticed a lot more weight gain. I was stuck for a while. I think when I first enlisted, I was like 119 pounds. And then graduate basic, I was 126. And now I'm sitting at a good 137 with him. So
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nice, man. Well, do you have any more questions for me?
Not really. I think what I asked was in the chat we were talking, like, well, what's it about or what do you do and stuff like that. But you mostly answered that so very good on your part for being informative for me because this, like I said, this is all new to me. I'm not really.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, my first few interviews were they were honestly put very sloppy on my part, and I felt very unprofessional. So being new to stuff, like I know, funny story, the Wall Street Journal reached out to us and for some reason wanted to do a story on us. And so we had to do an interview with the Wall Street Journal. And I think I choked the thing. I think that's why they didn't put it out there, is because I was like, he asked me a question because he was asking the process of how we do things. And I was like, he said, so what's the editing process look like? Because I handle that. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, how do you edit? I'm like, I mean, I just, put the video in there and edit it. And he's like, okay. I'm like, Now I know how I'd explain it better and stuff, but I mean, I was just like, I don't know. I got all hot and anxious and nervous, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell to say to this guy. This guy works for the damn Wall Street Journal, and we're just here doing dad jokes. I go down to the basement and I edit some videos on a old laptop, and so I don't know, but yeah, it's funny that I did that. It was at the time it was like, damn it, but now I'm like, that's kind of funny. So
I mean, you learned from it. You got better. That's all that
yeah,
matters.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, well, that's all I got, man.
That's all I got for you.
All right, well, I hope everything goes good with your daughter and the bulk keeps going amazing. So
Alrighty, man.
keep
I
killing
hope
it,
you
man.
reach out for people, man.
Oh yeah, thank you.
No problem. No problem.
Take care, man.
You too. You too.